Hey everybody, welcome to another Quicksave review with me, RC. A Quicksave review, if you haven't seen it before, is basically a Let's Play mixed with a review for a game that I'm currently playing. And I'm currently playing Reed 2. Now, Reed 2 is the sequel to a game that I reviewed back in February, just called Reed, and both of these were on the Switch. I think that they're very close together. This is my assumption here, is that Reed 2 is probably in development, and Reed 1 was a game that was already done, but they just ported it over to Switch ready to go, right? So here we are with Reed 2, and, you know, to be honest, I'm not sure that I have a whole lot to say about it other than it is the sequel to the first Reed. The main difference here is basically that I think that the game has ramped up in difficulty quicker. Other than that, it feels like the exact same game. We're going to jump into level 3 here, and I'll show you what this game is all about. So, just like the first game, you play as this little cat-looking dude. The sprite and the graphics look pretty much identical to the first game. This kind of just feels like an expansion, I guess, to the first game, if you had to say it. So you collect the little box pieces, and then you enter the door, and then boom, you're through the level. And I mistakenly did not see those spikes there. Here we go. So you're still collecting these little squares, just like you did in the first game. You're still playing as the cat, like in the first game. The levels look the same, like they did in the first game. There's apparently some kind of weird, loose story going on here. I didn't finish the first game to actually know what it is, but what is interesting, though, is that you'll see, and I do not remember seeing these in the first game, they add these little skull signs you'll see on screen here, this one right behind the cat here. So that one it basically is like letting you know, like, hey, dropping here is going to be death. Which is weird, though, because it's not, because there's a movable platform, which one of my pet peeves from the first game was the fact, and this is my pet peeve with most platformers, is that they don't show you the ground below where you're dropping to make sure that you're not dropping onto spikes, right? Which is good, though, because in this one, at least in this level, rather, there is a platform to fall to. So that's good. You're not, really going to die if you're being careful there. The other thing you're going to see in this game also is that the secrets are back. You see the little smaller cubes that you can't quite get to. Those are ones that you have to find through secret means here. So, for example, for this one, you have to go through the wall here. Then, boom, you get it. All it does is take you to a secret, weird little room. I don't know what they accomplish or what they're for, or how they, add into the percentage of the completion of the game or anything like that. It says, remember me? You found a weird thing in that room. And that's all it says. It doesn't really elaborate why you're collecting it, what the weird thing is. And the other thing about it, we'll finish this level before we jump back out to menu, but the menu doesn't... Oh, I just jumped into a thing again. There we go, those spikes. I keep not seeing these spikes for whatever reason. But the menu doesn't keep track of, any secrets for you or anything like that. I feel like, if the game were to add in, sort of a replayability mode or anything like that, they would want to add in a menu that would show, what secrets there are in the game and how many you found and how many you haven't, that kind of thing. Basically, all you get on the menu is like your settings, which, by the way, I turned the screen shake off. The screen shake can be nauseating just like it was in the first game. It's the same, same menu options and everything. If we hit continue, all you're going to see are like your level selections. I really wish that they, like, during the level selections, it would show like a little, like, I don't know, like just show like a horizontal bar that goes across that shows like there are 10 secrets to find ultimately, and then they fill in with that little yellow square or cube or whatever every single time you find one. And they put them in chronological order, so you're like, okay, I remember I found this one on level 7. This one shows it's before 7, so I got to go back to those levels to find. Give players some kind of breadcrumb trail to work with to find secrets. Give them something else to do. Throwing secrets randomly into your game without any kind of accomplishment screen or anything like that is not really going to motivate people to go find them. Let's get out of this. Apparently, you cannot click start out of that weird little interlude track screen, I guess. Okay, so we're going to jump into where we left off here, level 12. And this is where I say the difficulty ramped up pretty quick. This level has been I've already died a few times on it. Trying to figure out what I'm doing here. But as you can see, like, you are jumping over all kinds of crazy spikes. Oh, jeez. And the cat control, or the control for the cat character, can be a little frustrating because you are trying to, you know, cross these gaps on these tiny, tiny platforms. And sometimes you overhit right or left just a little too much, and then there's no forgiveness at all in these levels. Like, look, I just walked into the spikes again. These spikes do not, I don't know what it is. Is it my eyes? I'm not sure what it is, but these spikes do not stick out to me in certain little areas. Like, they put 2 there, and I keep just walking into them, and I don't know why, but... Wait for this platform to come back. Now, the good thing is, you know, these levels are short. If you die, most of the time it's not a big deal. But this level is, in my opinion, like, significantly longer than the other levels because you do a little bit, you know, a fair bit of waiting for these platforms to rise and lower and do that kind of thing. So this level, I've noticed that I got a little more frustrated quicker than I was expecting to. Let's see if we can make it through here. I noticed that with me, my big problem is that, like, you know, I'll end up getting through the hard part and then I'll die on something stupid like jumping onto 2 little spikes that are next to each other that I don't see. It's always something dumb like that, you know? Alright, we made it through 12. So we have been running into this little guy. He says he's from an arcade machine. I don't know what that means, but he says there are a lot of secrets hidden here. That's all he says. But, you know, so what if there's secrets? Like, what do they do? What's the point of collecting them? That's the stuff that I want to know. So you can see there's my prime complaint with a lot of these budget platformers that are coming out. By the way, this is a budget platformer on the Switch. It's $5. The first game I actually really liked. Look, there's another little secret piece there. Oh, just walked into the spikes again. We're gonna go collect this secret thing, though. Kinda had a feeling it was up there. Secret room. We wake up somewhere. Wow. And another weird thing. So, right, weird thing, but what is it? What does it do? I don't mind him oh my god, died again. I don't mind him being secretive. The reason I died right there, too, is because I went to go jump, and jump is also the same button to dismiss dialogue text from characters. Why? Making a one-button game, I get it, but come on. It's on Switch. I've got 15,000, well, not that many, but I got a lot of buttons on this controller. You don't need to map everything to the same button. Put jump on B, and dialogue stuff on A. Not too hard. Alright, this already looks way more complicated. Luckily, you can jump on still jump on these chicken guys. You cannot silence them for long. That area looks super complicated up there. Looks scary. Okay, so that's our exit. Wait, can I really not jump out of here? Is there really, like, a part here that is, like... Seriously? There's a pit in this that you can't jump out of? Like, if you... I fell down here to explore. And now I have no... Well, there's a little secret guy over here. I don't even know how I got here. After my ship crashed. I found myself here. Okay, well, sorry, but I don't know what that has to do with anything. But yeah, look, I can't get out of this pit. Why would you put that there? Why not put a little ledge so I can get back up and collect the stuff? Weird design decisions. So where I'm at with this game is that it's fine. I liked the first game, actually. I was pleasantly surprised by what I got, and I gave a few critiques, and it looks like none of those things were fixed in this game at all. And for a sequel, I mean, it's the exact same game except with more difficult levels, I guess, which to me... You know, if that's what you're looking for, great, but I'm looking for something a little bit more than that. Why not some power-ups? Why not some cool levels like that are different from the different, you know, oh jeez, died on the spikes right there. Stupid. And guys, I get that this is a $5 budget game. I get it. But at the same time, it's kind of like, if you're making a sequel to your game, I feel like the primary objective is to have a reason to make the sequel. And the reason is usually like a new gimmick that you figured out. You know, oh my god, I keep dying at that stupid arrow thing. And this game doesn't have any new tricks up its sleeve, for what I can tell so far. Now, to be fair, I'm only in level, you know, what am I in, 13 or 14 or something at this point? And there's, oh my god. And I'm, you know, I think there's supposed to be 50 levels in it. I don't know if that includes the secret levels or not. Okay, grab that. God, I keep going with here. But yeah, I don't know if that includes the secret levels or not. If it does, you know, it's kind of shady. I hope it doesn't. Oh, dead again, of course. Wow, this level is proven to be a real pain in the ass. Okay, we're just gonna keep dying on the same arrow every single time. But yeah, as I was saying though, like there's nothing to play here that would make it distinct from the first game. So it's kind of like, you know, why not just get the first game versus this one? Why get them both? I guess because they're cheap, right? There we go, finally made that one. Okay. Have you ever seen snow? I have never seen it. Okay. Oh my god. Seriously? Okay. Jump over there. Oh my god, look how slow this platform is. Good lord. So yeah, I guess for this game, my review is basically like, if you played the first one, and you really, really, really liked it, and you just want more of that, then here you go. Here's some more. Oh my god, this is the exit. Okay. I had no idea. So now I gotta ride this slow thing back. But the thing is I can't get back up again. If anything, I would say that this game is not as well designed as the first game. The first game, I felt like I got through the first, you know, few levels and didn't, I mean, I could be wrong, I could be misremembering, but like I don't remember getting trapped here. Like this one, it's like once you go down this thing, you're not getting back up there. But how would I have known that the exit's down there? Like, I've always been of the belief with games, well look at this one, this one's all shiny. What's the whole thing with that? I've always been with the belief of games that, you know, especially with their trial and error 2D platformer style games. Oh my god, thing drops so fast. Okay, die, because I can't get back up there. Can I actually get back up there? Oh my god. It looks like you can. It is possible, but it's very tough. No, you can't jump through the platformers, so you can't get back up there. Anyway, I've always been of the belief with platformers, especially trial and error style platforming games, that you should be able to finish the level the first try. And by putting in these weird area, oh crap, if I don't go now, I'm not gonna be able to, I'm gonna have to wait forever for this thing to come back. If you put in like pits and places people can't get out of when they're playing, you know, they're gonna end up playing the level like 50,000 times, and it's padding is what it is for a game that may not have a whole lot of content. At least that's how it feels. Oh jeez, okay, this one's gonna be interesting. Alright, we made it. Alright, we got a bunch of arrows here. That, and I feel like this game also could have, like, ramped up the difficulty a little bit easier, a little bit more gradually. I felt like I got through, like, level, I don't remember the numbers, but it was like level 5, and then level 6 it was just like, all right, here you go, F you. Here's the difficulty. It was strange. It was really strange. It wasn't like, you know, with games normally it's important to like introduce difficulty, right? So it's like when the saw blades show up, don't put, I think the first level had like three saw blades in it, and it's like, you know, the first level that has a saw blade should have one saw blade, so you're like, okay, so this game has saw blades, I get it, you know. I think the same thing happened with the arrows too. I could be misremembering that as well, but I feel like the arrows, it was like you're jumping through like 3 different arrow areas instead of just one to kind of like figure it out. Not that those first few levels were that hard, like they are definitely getting harder as we go. Which is totally fine. It is just a real strange way to introduce difficulty. So, like I said, with this game, I don't know, man. If you like the first one a lot, check it out. But if you played the first one and you're expecting something different, you're not going to get it here. That's really all there is to it. And for the most part, it's still a pretty, you know, competent little platformer. It's just, I think that there's too many, like, little minor annoyances in the game to, you know, to warrant a second game. Like I said, nothing was really fixed or changed. And there's no new platforming gimmick or power-ups or anything like that. I don't know. I really don't know. And this level was, like, super easy compared to, like, level 12 where I was actually stuck. That's another thing. I think the other game actually did this too, but it was like they would put harder levels before easier levels, which I never understand either. This guy's just not going to talk this time, I guess. So yeah, you know, I hate to be such a downer on this game, because it's not awful or anything. But oh Jesus, stupid saw blades! How about a little indication in the floor to let me know that there's saw blades through the whole thing? It's like I'm so busy paying attention to the arrows here that like I'm not I'm not going to look down and immediately know that there's going to be a saw blade coming up in the next area. I guess I should have known. But why not a little indication that there's going to be one there? But yeah, I just wish that this game did some other things, introduced some new things. But yeah, I'm gonna pretty much leave it there, guys. It's not a terrible game. It's basically just, you know, second verse same as the first. You know, if you played the first one, this is it all over again with, you know, looks like a couple new characters thrown in to talk to you about random things that don't make sense, I guess. But yeah, there you go, guys. That's Read 2. Very much like Read 1. And I want to thank you all for watching, and of course, I'll see you all next time on the next Quicksave review. See you then.